Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you're doing well. You know you're my people, and I love you. I want you to be the big three, my friends. Happy, healthy, and safe. You know what I want from me? Like, share, remind, thumbs up, thumbs down, leave a comment. It helps push the channel along. If you have any suggestions, feel free to drop them down in the box below. Welcome to another drink-along. I think this is 167 or 168. We're getting up there. And that was even after we've done a bunch and started numbering them. We're going to take another look at one from Aldi's. This is hopping-nomad-ipa Session Ale. Okay, I'm completely okay with sessions. Again, if I want to drink a 14, I'll drink a 14, but if I want to get drunk, they still make tequila and whiskey. For the adventurer inside us all. Standard government bullshit warning. State of Brewing out of Wisconsin. I can't read what the name of the city is. Alright, everything's too small to read even with real glasses on instead of cheaters. For the true adventurer inside of all of us. Alright, we're gonna have to go get some extra eyes. Hold on. These people drive me nuts. Alright. Let us see. Yes, we always turn the music off now because YouTube gets mad. Clean, medium malt backbone, light body, aroma of mixed berries, lemon, citrus, bubblegum, citrus zest, tropical pineapple. Well, that's interesting. I guess that's opposed to, I don't know, polar pineapple? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's do the crack. Let's do the pour. Let's get a temp. Once again, somebody tagged me on Twitter with a guy who says this is the correct way to pour a beer, and then he takes out a napkin. All right, Chief. Well, you do you. Here, we know that you do a 50-50. And yes, the reason we pour the beer like this to get the head is not just for aesthetics. No, my friends, we do that so that we can degas it. We don't want a belly full of gas. That is a pretty beautiful head. Look at that. Oh, that's gorgeous, man. Let's bring the tripod in a little. Okay, machine. There we go. And get a nice look at that head. Oh, look how frothy and creamy that is. That is pretty, my friends. There we go. That's the problem with that. Gotta get the one with the friggin' handle. So much shit, so little time. Incidentally, if you are waffling on buying anything, we are at the lip of the waterfall. It's June, so we're expecting shit to go really sideways. Really fast. Anything you need to make sure that you're stocked up on, probably a good time now because it's going to get crazy, man. Temperature. Let's see what we got. I'll tell you, that is a really nice gold color, though. Golden orange through the bowl. Yeah, nice deep gold in the stem. Let's call that an ocho. Give it an 8. I have chilled the glass down. I did chill the beer down, and that's why we are at 41. So, 4.5 is the ABV, 42 are the IBUs. We have decided by my magical eye that the SRM is an ocho. You know what that means? Oh, look at that head collapse, man. It's going to lace for us and everything. I'm so happy. But it is Biden time, my friends. So let's get that sniffer in there, see what's going on. Now, granted, she's cold. I can see a little pineapple. You can see the citrus. Maybe the bubble gum. Maybe. I'm not pulling the lemon or the mixed berries though. If there's bubble gum in here, it's really, really faint, which is a good sign because otherwise it would be one of those really nasty beers. Salud. Slip of the tongue. Not bad. Nice mouthfeel. Buccals, intras, extras, soft palate. Tip of the tongue. Right back to the back of the throat, so she's fast, but she's also cold. We haven't given a chance for any of those esters to really pop, although she's not that cold. She is 41. Surprisingly not dirty, which is really, really odd. But for the lacing fans out there, we have a whole galaxy of whatever weird shit that is. That looks like an upside down dachshund. I don't know what those are. That one could be a couple of people dancing. Oldie style, oldie school, like 1700s. Everything's upside down, so it's inverted. So obviously we are in upside down inverted clown world. Pineapple and lemon. Not getting bubblegum, not getting mixed berries. Still about the same. Still extra and intradentals out into the buccals, and she is at 46 now. So we started at 41. So we need to give her another minute or two. It is 100 degrees out here right now because this is Phoenix and it is June. So we got malt backbone, light body, nose, mixed berries, lemon, citrus, bubblegum, citrus zest, sure, pineapple. So I was poking around the internet to see what the hell gives us bubblegum. And I found a really good resource. I don't remember what it's called though, but you're allowed to put in what you want. And then it gives you the listing of which hops are most likely to be. On this one, we're looking at probably a Azacca and Amarillo, maybe Galaxy, but there is one called an Ariana that I don't think we have ever seen before. I've never run across it. That could also give us this. Now, the fact that we've never seen Ariana before probably means that it's a bit pricey, specialty hop as it will. So most likely we're looking at an Azacca Amarillo or an Azacca Amarillo Galaxy mashup, but probably the two A's since they tend to be about the most popular hops out there for this style. I tell you, man, I told you last week, things are getting crazy out in the world. 48. It hasn't really calmed down. People are nasty, mean, aggressive. Everybody's looking to kick everybody else's ass. And I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. There's another reason why people, not a big fan. Slip of the tongue. Slowed down a little. It took longer for her to get into the back. Again, we're still looking at that same mouthfeel. Buccals, intra, extra, full soft palate. She's still kind of vacant though. I'm not getting punched in the face by the berries, the pineapple, the lemon zest. Just not there yet. So I'm wondering if she's too cold because we are at the top of the approved temperature range now. All right, let's let her pause. We said 48 and 6 would be 54. Let's come back around 54, see what's going on. You will have to excuse me. I opened up the chlorine bucket and got a face full of chlorine gas because it got rained in. And, yeah, not a big fan. We'll be right back. Echo and the Bunnymen were a good band, man. So I have 54.1. Doesn't take long to warm up out here, by the way. Again, it's 100 degrees in Phoenix at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, salute. Okay. I finally bittered up a little. Boogles are gone. Everything is intradental and soft palate. Right to the back, she's sped up again. So 48 is like the sweet spot to drag her out. She's gotten dirty. I don't know. Maybe the fact that they blended, and I don't know which hops they use. That's why we guessed the Azacca, the Amarillo, and maybe the Galaxy. Maybe that blend is just a mashup, a melange, if you will, the combination of flavors. Before you say, dude, you made fun of the guy that pours it. I do this with tea in the morning if you watch the morning music videos. It's apparently I don't know how to imbibe liquids. I don't know if that mashup, that conglomeration of the hops, just present like a fruit punch flavor, which I'm not even really pulling. Like I said, she finally bittered up. She's not particularly juicy, right? So that's kind of weird. You would think with everything that came off the nose, you would have that nice juicy palate on it, but it doesn't. Now, it's not untasty, although I don't think that's a word. So it's not tasty. We throw a double negative out there, and the other Graminazis in the world can have heart failure. It isn't untasty. It isn't not tasty. It's tasty. There we go. Okay, there had to be a simpler way to say it. Some more lacing for the fans. That one looks like something out of a Dr. Seuss book. I don't know. He did some weird thing juggling with something's nose in his butt or something. I don't know. That's kind of odd, though. Yeah, it's not a bad beer. Not by any stretch of the imagination. She's warmed up a bit more. This time she actually made it down into the sublinguals. She's 59, 60. So we're right where we want it to be. Again, the flavor profile is that mashup of everything. I don't know if you cook, but sometimes when you cook, when you overspice something, or guys love to make chili, and so they throw a ton of spices on the front end, and then all those flavors burn out and just become like one flavor that doesn't really open up and settle out. And so the best thing to do is when you're making chili, and I'm not a 7-hour chili guy. It takes probably 45 minutes to make chili in my house. Yeah, about 10 minutes before the end, once the onions and the garlic and the peppers and everything else that's in there is pretty much loosened, softened up, I will go back, taste it, and then I'll throw the spices in there that I want, and then I keep a close nose on it to make sure my spices don't burn out, because I want flavor in my food. I'm weird that way. This one is that conglomeration. It's that nut, and yet she doesn't taste like fruit punch, which is odd, because the descriptor and the nose are literally like a fruit punch. Well into the 60s now. It's going to be 62, 63. Fast. Everything is soft palate, roof of the mouth, right to the back. She's not bitter, so I don't. When they said 42 on here, I was, it's about top of my range. I'm not even getting that. don't know. Maybe it's a bad can, or maybe it was the dregs of the keg. I don't know. So, brass tacks time. Would I buy this again? Well, it was $7 for a 6-pack. Sure, this is not an unpalatable beer. I don't mind a low ABV. Again, after a long day at work, I don't want to come home and drink rocket fuel. I probably just want to have 1 or 2 beers that don't taste like iced tea, seltzer, coffee, or tea that I've been drinking all day. That being said, drink it again, sure. Buy it again, sure. Try it on tap, love to. If I ever make it out to, I think it's Winnebago, Wisconsin or something. If I ever make it out there, sure, love to. Love to see your tap. Handed this to me out of the cooler, I'd say thank you. There's no insult to this beer. This beer is fine. It's just not super amazing. Good for the style. She's okay for the style. She's sessionable. Flavor profile's kind of lacking. The nose was interesting though. She's an easy drinker, and at this time of year in summer, I don't want to drink 9% or 10% Voodoo Rangers out by the pool. 4.2 beer is fine, and the flavor is fine. So, 4. Give her a 4. Not bad for Aldi's, don't get me wrong. Aldi's, especially for the price point. When normally you're paying $12, $13 for a 6-pack of IPA, completely serviceable. Nobody would complain. And your friends that aren't beavers or woodchucks that, need to taste every inch of that pine tree, they can get away with this. Now, like Runner likes, I think it's Fruit Force is the one he really likes that's like a fruit punch beer. This is not a fruit punch beer. It's okay for what it is, but, it's okay for what it is. It's not bad for the style, but it's just not bad. Completely serviceable. That's what I got for you. So thanks for coming by, putting some eyeballs on you. You're my people, and I love you. I want you to be the big 3, my friends. I want you healthy, happy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, head of swivel, hot and handy. Hot and handy comes with its own laundry list of unconstitutional responsibilities that you need to be responsible for, because otherwise they throw you in lockup. There's a lot of states, even if you were well within compliance, they still look to throw you in the clink. Yeah, that's all I got. So I will catch you on the next one. But until then, my friends, let's see what's playing on the radio to piss off ScrewTube, because ScrewTube. Cure. Finally bittered up. It's got to be well in the mid-60s. And she's still not drinking like a 42. I'll catch you on the next one, my friends. Adios.